Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over the lesson plan format and we're going to take a look at the components of this important template. So this is the first page of the format. We are going to find information such as your name, the dates you're going to be using this lesson plan for, the number of the unit, the theme, that is going to be the name of the unit according to the new English syllabus, the level according to the syllabus, one more time, the domain, personal, occupational, public, or educational. Then the topic according to the table that you had on the flipping book, on the material. And then the subtopic, what are the contents that you are going to be teaching in this lesson plan? Then, of course, your SMART objectives, the language functions, and the CEFR language competencies taken from the syllabus. Once again, from the unit, scope, and sequence where you have all the information related to the unit. Then, our next segment is called lesson development. So in the lesson development, we have the motivation or warm-up activity. So it is going to be a short activity that is going to engage students and it is going to help them feel in the mood for their English class. So a very fun, energetic, and meaningful activity that you can plan for starting your lesson. Then we are going to have the presentation. The presentation is the part where you are going to be teaching or you are going to be presenting, reinforcing the content or the most important aspects of your lesson, okay? Vocabulary, grammar, or probably some pre, post, or some during activities that you are going to develop during the lesson for the macro skills. Similar to the example that we have here, that we have a reading activity to introduce the topic, and then we have the inclusion of there is and there are as a grammar point. Then we have the practice activities. So these are activities that we are going to plan so students use the language through control activities. This kind of control activities can be pair work, worksheets, grammar exercises, board games, description exercises. So any kind of extra practice that is going to help students to internalize what they are learning. After the practice activities, we are going to have two special sections. We are going to have the application activities, and this one is very important and one of the most relevant components of the lesson plan. Because in this section, we are going to include activities so students can use the new language, but now for their own reasons. So they can make a connection with the content that you are teaching in class to their lives or how to apply the language, the vocabulary or grammar to a real situation so they can make that link or connection with the language and their lives. For example, in here, we were talking the whole lesson plan about parts of the city, how to describe locations, for example. Now, in the application activity, students are going to write down a description about their towns, now putting the language into their own context. And then after the application activities, we have the evaluation activities. And these are activities that are going to be designed according to the lesson objectives, so they match, okay? By the evaluation activities, you can check students' progress and you can make some decisions if you need to continue reinforcing the topic or probably it is time to move on because students have mastered the topic already. Then we have the summative assessment. that is going to be any kind of evaluated activities that are going to represent a number for you according to the grades you have to present by the end of the trimester, for example. And we will also include a part for technology usage. Are you going to use any videos, any websites, or any other online resources? So this would be your space to copy and paste the links that are going to be relevant for your lesson, and a list of the possible materials. This could be very handy so you can check it before your lesson and make sure that you have everything you need, okay? In a very specific section of the lesson plan that you can just only take a look at it and make sure that you have everything ready for your class. And finally, something that we have to keep in mind. Don't forget, please, please, please remember, a lesson plan should be written as if a substitute teacher will use it. So it means that anyone who reads your lesson plan must be able to follow it and to use it to teach a class. Thank you so much for watching.